Someone can be certain something is true, yet still be mistaken. Someone can be certain something is true, yet still be mistaken. Wow.
Hey everybody, I have something unique in store for you today. Back in August, when David and Veronica came through my area during their nationwide Street Epistemology tour, I invited a couple of my students to join us and encouraged them to bring their parents along to experience Street Epistemology firsthand. I'm a high school teacher, and I sponsor a club dedicated to learning Street Epistemology. Elizabeth here, one of the club's student leaders, spent last year practicing SE and is now excited to lead and teach other students this school year. In this video, you'll witness Elizabeth and her father, Trevor, work their way through the Street Epistemology Survey together. Having deep conversations about how we think with close friends and family takes a lot of courage and trust, and I'm grateful to Elizabeth and Trevor for not only having this conversation, but allowing me to record and share it. I believe their close, trusting relationship is evident throughout the conversation. I'd also like to extend my thanks to David and Veronica for taking the time to visit and discuss SE during their tour. I truly enjoyed and benefited from our limited time together. To learn more about the tour, check out David's channel, Sound Epistemology. You can find additional resources and links in the video description. With all that said, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
I know, right?
Okay, so, I think, are we recording on most things?
Yep.
So, Elizabeth, if you'd kind of like to maybe introduce, because you've taken this before,
I have
explain
taken
a little
this
bit,
before.
and maybe you guys can introduce yourselves and say who you are. And
Okay.
Make
I
sure you
haven't
get
been like on
permission
camera.
to record. Consent is really important.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What was I saying? This is a little. I've never done this before, so.
All right.
Well, Elizabeth, and this is my dad, Trevor.
Hi, my name's Trevor.
Yes. Do you mind if we are recording this?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay. Okay. So this is Street Epistemology. I learned how to do this at school in a club, and I'm going to be leading that club this year. And I came to try and figure out what I'm supposed to do because it starts in like a couple weeks.
Okay.
So this is the survey that I was told to complete. Like the first or second time that we did this club, and then we sort of like interviewed other students that were in the club on this. So do you need like a couple seconds to fill it out? If you want to.
Sorry, do I
need a couple seconds to fill it out?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. So, do
Okay.
we want to go through this together and just, do you want me to go through and just check things off? Do you want me to go through and talk about it?
I don't care.
So, let's talk about it. A statement is true when it corresponds to reality.
Wind.
And
Where
there's
would you-
agree and disagree in 5 boxes, so I'm guessing we can put
And
down
you can pick neutral.
levels of
Yeah.
agreement or disagreement.
Yeah.
So, statement is true when it corresponds to reality. I suppose so, yes.
Yes.
We all share the same reality and only interpret it differently. I would definitely agree with that, I think. Because we're all here,
Yeah.
we all see things differently and have different experiences that
Kinda
we
like-
interpret things.
Kind of like we're all in the same boat. Some of us are in a yacht, some of us are in a canoe. Sort of.
Yeah? Oh, I'd rather be in a kayak. No.
In a kayak,
Okay.
yeah. That's pretty cool.
Truth depends on the opinions and beliefs of people. Well, I think, disagree with that.
Okay. Oh, I should be filling this out too.
Like, truth is truth. You have to use, like, scientific method, or
Yeah.
there are things that can be interpreted, but some things can only be true or false. I mean, it's math.
Yeah.
2 + 2 is 4.
Yeah.
Can't fight about that. Okay. But the next one, because this leads to the next one, people create words and define their meaning. So, yes, absolutely. People create words and define their meaning and change their meaning over time. And culture helps affect their meaning. That's my French minor coming in.
Yeah.
A statement is true if everyone agrees. that is... Depends on the statement.
What do you mean?
If everyone says 2 + 2 is 5 and everyone agrees, it's still not true. But if everyone says, hey, this green piece of paper is worth $1, okay, cool, it's worth $1. We all agree. But is that, so that makes it true, because we all agree that
Yeah.
money means something, is valuable.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
So see, it depends. I want to put it in the middle.
Yeah. That's what that's there for.
Strong belief, even without action, can change external reality. What?
If you don't know, which one are you in again? Oh,
Number
strong
6.
belief, even without action. So like, I'm trying to think like a good analogy for that. I don't think I can. I can't remember what we used at club. We used some sort of analogy, and I can't remember what that analogy was. If you don't know, you can just put a question mark by it,
I mean,
and then
I
we
guess
can
it's-
come back to it later.
Okay. How does belief work is the next category. All right. Some beliefs should never be questioned. Disagree.
Oh.
Although, wait, I have some beliefs that I don't think should be questioned.
Yeah, there's still that personal bias there that comes
Right.
into play. So, but the question is, do you get over that bias, or do you just live with it and you?
I still I still mostly, I guess, disagree with that.
Yeah.
Someone can be certain something is true, yet still be mistaken. Someone can be certain something is true, yet still be mistaken. Wow. I mean, yeah.
I'm dying.
I yes, absolutely agree.
No. I should probably be feeling this.
And
way
even
too.
for me, I
Yeah.
believe some things that I believe to be absolutely certain, but
Yeah.
others would think I'm absolutely mistaken.
Well, that feels really nice.
And that's okay.
That's okay.
We should be satisfied with a test that can only confirm our claim. Oh, wait a second. We should be satisfied with a test that can
Oh, that's
only
okay, I
confirm
don't
our
know.
claim. We should be satisfied with a test
Thank
that can only confirm our claim.
Huh?
So no. I mean,
Oh no, just put it.
have you seen those videos where, like, what is it, like flat earthers do all these tests and they go, well, if result A happens, that means the world's round. If result B
Yeah.
happens, it means it's flat, and then result A always happens. And you're
Oh
like, well,
yeah. I
that's
saw that one.
because
The one where you got the hole in the board and then moved the light. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
we should be satisfied with a test that can only confirm our claim, so disagree. That goes against, like, the scientific method,
Yeah.
right? Am I using that wrong?
No, I don't think so.
If all members of a society share a belief, they are justified to hold that belief.
So like a society that believes in like a certain religion or a certain deity or whatever. Whatever.
Right. I mean, there's definitely
that's
there's
how-
countries out there, the Islamic Republic of, isn't it like Pakistan, Afghanistan? I mean,
I don't know. Or like Greek mythology and Roman
yeah.
mythology.
So yeah, you look at history. Okay, all members of society share
I
a
should
belief.
be filling this out.
They're justified to hold that belief. I mean, overall, yeah. Right? Again, in America, we all say this little green piece of paper is $1. We
Yeah.
all agree. Cool. We all believe that. And I guess really, for the most part of American society and history, we all believe capitalism is great. So we all believe, right? No? You're just letting me spin my wheels here, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. I'm gonna mostly agree with that.
Yeah.
Somewhat agree, like, you know,
I know, I'm trying to think.
believing something that is false feels just like believing something that is true. I agree. Believing something that is false feels.
Which one are you on?
Number 11. Believing something that is false feels just like believing something that is true.
Oh, I forgot about. There were a couple of these I forgot that were a little hard to answer.
Again, it depends on what you're believing. Can it be proven true or false?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Feelings are a reliable way to discover truth. Disagree.
Are you hold on?
No,
I was gonna say.
just all of it. I guess.
I know.
I
That's the point.
really quick looked up as epistemology on Wikipedia, and we looked at the YouTube videos earlier, and but I guess I never I didn't see this questionnaire and dig into it. It was just a philosophy of knowledge, right? Is that believing something without evidence is admirable.
What do you think?
Mostly disagree. And what's funny is making me think. I mean, there's so many different things this applies to.
Yeah.
And how it applies to me as well. And we were just talking about music. I have strong opinions about music. We were talking about, there's different things in society. Politics, religion are big ones. Without an explanation for something. All right. Without an explanation for something, any answer is better than no answer. Good night.
I know. That's why this is so fun, because it's like so debatable and like.
Wow.
I know.
Okay, so without an explanation for something, any answer is better than no answer. Man, I mean, the government just confirmed UFOs, right?
I think so.
Before it was like,
I mean, we all kind of knew all along, but.
Before it was like, maybe, whatever, but now it's like, interesting. So is having no answer better than having an answer? Oof. I'm in the middle.
Or no, if having an answer is better than no answer.
Having an explanation for something.
Even if it's the wrong answer.
No. Without an explanation for something. So no answer. Any answer is better than no answer.
Yeah.
Is it okay to accept something is true because it is comforting?
I put very disagree. Very much
Disagree.
Or very much. You put disagree?
All the way. Disagree.
Really? Interesting. Why'd you put very much disagree?
Is it okay to accept something is true because it is comforting? So, just because it's comforting, doesn't mean it's true. Like, I'm trying to give an example. I don't know.
Well, me and Mom actually just had a talk about this without you.
You're allowed to talk to her without me? What?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But no, we just had a talk, but you weren't involved in this conversation. Is that you're talking about religion and how we feel about participating in religion, like full on participating in religion, and we were both agreeing that anymore is that it's hard to tell. Is it widely accepted because it's true, or is religion widely accepted because it's just humanity trying to find a way to deal with our mortality because we are naturally afraid of dying? Is that believing in an afterlife or an eternal heaven or whatever you believe in, is that just a way that we can deal with our mortality?
Right.
And not because it actually happened, or there was actually a prophet or whatever. Is that some guy just read it up one day? So I put strongly agree, because even though I believe the way I do now, I still grew up in the church and saw a lot of people sort of cling to religion as a way to not be afraid. And I think that's okay for other people. It may not be okay for me, but I think it's okay for other people to do it if they so please.
Okay, so it's okay for, and then I'm looking at these questions.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
Personally for me, in general, like what's the answer? Because they all depend on me personally, or society, So is it okay to accept something as true because it is comforting?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess overall, sure. If it's comforting to you, fine, that's true.
But for yourself, you would strongly disagree.
I guess in general,
general.
I disagree because I don't want to say. It's like, I believe, like right now, like I guess, I don't know, like you're in high school.
Yep.
I believe that you are doing great right now, and this is how it's always going to be. You're always going to be in high school, and we're always going to, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like I'm not going to grow up. I'm not going to have a life of my own. I'm not going to.
Right. But it's comforting now to think that.
Yeah.
To have the feeling of our family the way it is now.
Yeah.
The ages you girls are, where mom and I are in our jobs and school and stuff. But
at the same time,
I know that there's still the real world.
Yeah.
There's still
it's not always
dangers out there.
Yeah.
There's still problems that could happen. There's, I mean, just driving here, what could have happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't expect to have my mind blown this morning. And I'm so mind blown that I can't even say it right. I give all claims the benefit of the doubt when I first encountered them.
Goodness gracious.
Go get him, Tiger. I give all claims the benefit of the doubt when I first encounter them.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
I put mostly agree, not completely agree though, because we still naturally have that sort of personal bias.
Yeah.
That we don't want to believe things that aren't don't correspond with our belief systems. My nose.
Right. Right.
So naturally, I'm
right now, if you come to me and say, guys who rev their motorcycles are the coolest ever. Well, I mean, motorcycles are cool. I mean, yeah, but
yeah.
I don't know about the guys that just rev them. And,
yeah. So that's what I put. Let's see, what'd you put?
And there's a festival going on, right?
Yeah.
There's music playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's rev it up.
Yeah. Do you remember this one? Oh my goodness.
Well, then what's the other joke is that how many ladies right now are going, ooh, where's that manly? No, they're not.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to move on to 17?
Someone is justified in their beliefs until they are proven wrong. Ooh.
I know. These are interesting. So I like this club and this.
Okay, good. There's no
This
backside.
weird hobby,
Good.
as you might call it.
Someone is justified in their beliefs until they are proven wrong. Yeah.
Just can put.
And I guess too, my mom, your mom and I have been having conversations as well.
Yeah.
About a lot of stuff. We've been watching some documentaries and having some discussions.
Docu-series.
Yeah. Having some conversations about it. I guess as long as you're not hurting anyone else.
Yeah.
That's the other thing too. Is your rights end where mine begin.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as long as your belief isn't hurting anyone, you're fine until you're proven wrong.
Yeah.
But okay, so then let's extend the question.
Okay.
What happens when you are proven wrong? Then what do you do?
I don't know. What do you think? What happens then you're not justified in your beliefs?
Because then I think you're not justified.
Yeah.
If you're proven wrong, but then still believe that thing.
Yeah. Then it's but it's obviously wrong. So then you just kind of look stupid then.
And again, it depends on the.
It depends exactly on the context.
Yeah.
Oh, there
all of
she
it.
is.
The most important criteria for my beliefs is that they match reality. Most important criteria for my beliefs is that they match reality. Wow.
I know, right? This is why it's so fun.
All right, so I mostly agree.
Mostly agree?
I guess.
I put mostly agree too. Not like completely agree, but mostly agree. What?
I don't know. Just thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because like sometimes it's fun to like be a little delusional. Sometimes it's nice to, you know, kind of like when I put, which one was that? Which question was that? It was the one about which one? I can't find it now. But that believing something that is like believing something even though if you don't know it's true is like okay. Or you can believe something is true if it's comforting.
Right.
There it is, 15. We were just on it.
Yeah.
And so like sometimes it is nice because it is hard to deal with your mortality. And it is hard to, you know, accept the fact that you're not going to be here one day. And that's why I put like mostly agree because like sometimes it is a little fun to it is comforting and it is nice to live, you know, in the world that we live in to have a little bit of comfort.
Yeah.
And, you know, believing in something.
Like, I don't know if this makes sense. It's like the shows we watch and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I know, like I said, I know the world can be dangerous. There's war. There's all this crazy stuff going on. But Star Wars just came out in the show.
I know.
That's so cool. Like, it's fun, the escape, and
Yeah.
and it's fun. There's always,
Or my favorite author came out with a new book in a series or whatever.
and isn't there always something in the back of your mind that's just for fun to go, like, this could be real. Like, this
Yeah.
like, I want to live in this world. Like, this could be, yeah,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, no, I get you. That,
So
yeah,
it's
I can
comforting
receive them.
to accept something is true. But you know it's not. I mean,
But you know
fun.
it's not.
just
Yeah,
fun.
it's just fun. Or to like, yeah, to imagine yourself in that world. It can be a ton of fun, and you know,
Yeah.
just when you're bored in class.
I often investigate beliefs that do not match my own.
I changed my mind.
Huh?
I did have something, but then I changed my mind.
Yeah? I mean, I have.
You're a puppy.
Oh, was it a puppy?
I did.
Ooh.
I heard it. It's such a pretty one too. I want it.
Australian cattle or shepherd dogs, my guess.
It's gorgeous.
Okay. I often investigate beliefs that do not match my own. Absolutely, yes.
I
Yes.
put mostly agree.
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if somebody disagrees with you, you question them and you don't.
Like in the subject of music,
Yeah.
I have checked out artists and genres, even today in the car.
Yeah.
Mom heard a song on TikTok. And she's like, "Oh, that's a really cool song." And then she played it on,
The radio,
yeah.
the stereo.
Yep. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Well, then she found that artist, listened to more songs by them.
Yeah.
Nah, skip. Nah, skip. No. All right, she gave it a try.
Yeah.
She could have found a new artist. Same thing like what would happen. I don't know if we can name names. The rock band that we just found, it's like, listen to one song. All right, cool. Let's listen to the next
Yeah.
song. All right, they're all good. Oh, well, there's one
Yeah.
song I know why.
There's
Whatever.
a couple songs, yeah.
Yeah, but in that case, yeah, I've tried.
Yeah.
Or like we watched the Yellowstone show.
Yeah.
A lot of like country and stuff. I'm not a big country fan,
Yeah.
but okay, let's try it out. And so found a few groups and bands were like, actually, yeah, it's kind of a nice bluesy country rock. Like,
Yeah.
all right, I listened to a few.
Yeah.
What was that guy? Chris Stapleton. He did the national anthem at the Super Bowl or something. So I listened to like that album, like his newest album. Okay, pretty good, yeah. Still not my favorite, but sure, I checked it out.
Yeah.
I investigated a belief that, or taste that doesn't match my own.
Yeah, I did put just mostly agree because even though, I think I mentioned this earlier, is that like, the personal bias that we sort of have is that sometimes you don't want to investigate beliefs that don't agree with your own beliefs because you're afraid that you'll find out that yours are wrong or that yours are, not correct.
Right. I guess beliefs and taste are a little different, but
Yeah. So like,
Well,
whatever
okay.
it may be.
I guess politics.
Yeah.
I mean, that's huge.
Yeah.
So,
Especially in America.
Yeah.
Especially in the U.S.
Right. So I've looked at both sides, looked at the candidates on both sides. Read what news I can from different sources. To try and see, well, am I right am I correct being over here? Or am I correct being here?
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm in the middle. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
I bounce back and forth. The older I get, the more conservative I get, but also still have a lot of right and left ideas. But it's a belief that may not match my own, but I will look into it.
Yeah.
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 Is it beneficial to find out when I am wrong?
You skipped
sorry,
one.
because I already checked it off because
Yeah,
I am
same.
comfortable with saying I don't know.
I put strongly agree.
Strongly agree.
Strongly agree. Okay, cool. Yeah, because like that's one of my favorite things to say. I think is I don't know, because like is that you're not so strongly one way or the other, because it's kind of embarrassing when you're like yes 100%, and then this other person like a quick Google search says no, and like it's so I'm like I don't know.
And also, isn't that also ancient cliche from one of the Stoics or something? Is your tell of a wise man is to say that he doesn't know, or something like that, right? Like, I'm not going to.
Free water?
I think so. Free water.
Yes, please take one.
Yep, go ahead. Seriously? Yeah. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
It is warm out. Yes.
Glad we could be of service. Have a great day.
Yeah. That was sweet. Yeah. So I think we both agree with that one.
Yeah. So absolutely, if there's something I don't know, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
make stuff up.
Or use your judgment or whatever to say, yeah, I think so. It's either you know or you don't. Yoda, do or do not. There is no try.
Right.
Is that you either know or you don't, and you can.
Yep.
It's cool to say I don't know. Because then also too that we were talking about this in my AP Psych class is that the difference between theories and hypotheses is that a lot of people think that they're the same thing, but they're not the same thing.
They're not?
They're not the same thing.
Wait.
That's what I thought. Is that I think theory inspires a hypothesis. I think that's the order. I don't know. We didn't quiz over it, so I don't
Theory
remember.
is I have an idea. A hypothesis
Is
is
how if I
if
test this
and
it,
this, then
yes, is that
does this
they
idea work?
organize observations, organize theories to make a
Okay.
hypothesis. But
The theory is an idea. The hypothesis is more the scientific method.
the structured, sort of thing. And so by saying I don't know, that sort of starts the scientific method or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is that saying I don't know, but like, oh well, let's find out, and
Which is the next question, kind of, right? Is it beneficial to find out when I'm wrong about something?
Oh.
So,
Did you already put an X down for that?
I'm going to say agree,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I put very much agree too.
Yeah.
Because that is the whole point of the human race and being human, is that we're supposed to have theories and hypotheses and questions about our universe, and that you find out you're wrong, you still learn something though. Is that you're like, oh well, it's not that kind of the whole Thomas Edison thing, and he tried the light bulb like how many times, and each time he learned that he did something wrong, which led him to his.
I've learned that. I've heard that in
Every
business talks and
class
stuff too. It wasn't
Every
failure.
teacher.
It was
it was a learning experience.
how to not do it.
Every
so,
math teacher ever.
Yeah.
No hate to math teachers. We love math teachers. But yeah, even though if you find out you're wrong about something, you still learn something.
You don't want to find out. You don't.
No.
No one wants to know that they were wrong about something.
Yeah.
But I guess same thing. It's better. Is that another tale of a wise man? Is to say, well, if I was wrong, then now
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I will abandon belief if I discover reliable information that falsifies it.
Absolutely agree. Okay. So we're not talking about it. We've alluded to it and mentioned it. Politics.
Politics.
That is something that in politics and news bothers me.
Yeah.
Is a politician's a flip-flopper. And again, different people, different situations, different topics. Sure, maybe someone could absolutely be just yes, no, whatever the situation calls for. But I think there have been times in politics where a person, a candidate, a politician, someone goes, I believe in A. Great. The party says, we believe in A, believe in A, believe in A. Awesome. Well, it turns out some information came out, a study, a scientific thing, whatever, or a document was released or something comes out. Well, actually, it's not A. It really should be B. Okay, cool. So now the politician goes, well, now I believe in B because of this information. Well, you're a flip-flopper. Well,
Yeah.
no, because
They're just changing their beliefs to correspond with new evidence and new information, and to try and do what they think is best,
Right.
based on news.
right. And so I think a lot of people get stuck in that.
Yeah.
Well, no, we believe in A. It should be A. Always do A.
Yeah.
Well, but information now says it should be B. So now, politically, public, whatever
Yeah.
laws, we're going to say it's B. So I don't necessarily think that's bad.
Yeah.
I think more people should abandon a belief if they discover reliable information that falsifies it.
Yeah. I would mostly agree, not completely agree though, because like you talked about the more like social, political aspect of it. I kind of took it more of as I took it more of as like a personal take, kind of, and that there are like kind of like the personal sort of bias that I've said that a lot, but is that if I discover reliable information that falsifies it, like if I found out that like Harry Styles is like this really horrible person, and he's actually like, you know, completely lying about who he is and, you know, all the stuff that he's done, I'd still be like, yeah, but are you sure though? Like, are you sure? Or like, I can't think, or like Taylor Swift. Like, you know, I love Taylor Swift. I like a lot of genres, but Taylor Swift is pretty up there. And like, you know, if I found out, oh my gosh, she's actually like a really horrible person, a mean person, I'd be like, really? Like, and then I'd still, like, you know, it'd be really hard for me to, like, because, you know, I'm only, what, 15?
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm 15 years older than that. So you've lived longer, you have a little bit more of perspective, I would say, than I do. So yeah, I think that's partially what I'm trying to learn through this, is that, yeah, I had to, what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but like,
Learn some wisdom.
yeah, I guess.
Learn,
Learn some wisdom. Can you even learn wisdom? I don't know.
yeah, you mentioned age. So
Yeah.
are you trying to learn some wisdom that's typically age brings you? Learn it sooner?
Maybe. I don't know. I kind of started doing this because I wanted to have a club. So you have 3 clubs options at my high school. So you can do, you can do 1 club every 3 weeks. So they have like a rotation. And that club only happens once every 3 weeks. So I decided to pick a club that would help me benefit others, a club that would benefit me, and then a club that would just for fun. So I did student council, House of Conversations, which is epistemology, and then crochet club because I crochet and I wanted to do something, have at least one fun club out of the 3. And so, yeah, I guess I kind of started doing this because I was like, oh, it's about philosophy and stuff. I'm like, this stuff's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it, and then I got into it, and I was like, oh, this is actually like really interesting. I can actually learn about a lot of stuff, and it is a lot about questioning, analyzing your own beliefs and thoughts, and
Is critical thinking?
yeah, critical
safe to
thinking.
say?
Yeah, critical thinking. Which we should put that in the club description. Anyways,
Yeah.
I'm going off topic.
And you also probably should say that out of the 3 clubs, the crochet club, you said it was a fun one. This is fun too, right?
This is pretty
Right?
fun. Yes,
Right?
it is fun. Crochet is a little less mind
Yeah.
tiring, a little less deep. Crochet is, you know, we make stuffed animals. But
The
yeah,
more, okay, so
we can
sorry.
move on now.
Okay,
yes.
sorry. I didn't want to.
You're good.
Okay, the more unusual the statement, the stronger the evidence needs to be.
This one could be.
Define unusual.
I know. This is literally what me and my co-leader Madeline. This is literally what we do every time. Is that she poses a question, and the other one, or somebody poses a question, and the other one's like, "Well, define what you mean by that." And it's like, and then we go on this whole rabbit hole. And we don't even end up answering the original question. We just keep going on rabbit holes. And it actually is a ton of fun. So like maybe unusual be like, you know, unusual be like something that's a little less, not a lot of common sense, I guess. Like something you could say like, you know, common sense would be if I drop this ball, it falls to the ground because of gravity. But if you said, like, I don't know. It's interesting. Like, unusual will be like something that goes against the norm, I guess, or something that completely flips something upside down, maybe. Uproots a common belief.
Right.
What we're cheering for, but...
No, I'm listening to you. I'm thinking.
You're thinking, I know.
Because the more unusual the statement, the stronger the evidence needs to be. Let's just answer that question first.
What is considered unusual?
No,
Oh.
the question.
Oh, the question. Oh, never
The
mind.
more unusual the statement, the stronger the evidence needs to be. Yes.
Yes.
I mostly agree. Okay. But now
What's
if
the
you
one
want-
thing like holding you back, kind of, from putting mostly or strong or totally agree?
The strong. Well, I guess. Yeah.
What?
I know, because again, the question itself is hard to answer, but then now to find the words in the question, the more unusual the statement.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to think of some topics.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the last one.
Okay, we can
Is it
do-
possible that some of my beliefs are not true? Absolutely agree.
Yes. Oh, you already marked it down. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like this.
I
Yeah,
mean,
kind of
or something
reflective.
silly. Like I
Yeah.
believe, I believe that my favorite band is the best band ever. You can't dissuade me either way.
Yeah.
But is it true?
How do we know anything is true?
Right. I mean, like look at the Beatles.
Yeah.
I love the Beatles. A lot of people love the Beatles. Are they the greatest band ever? Oh, I mean, some would say yes, but they were very popular at the time. Beatlemania swept America, but you only had 3 over-the-air TV stations, and you had a few radio stations. There was no CDs and no streaming. There was no, the way we can consume media today that wasn't there. So will the Beatlemania ever be replicated? My guess is no, because there's too many groups saturating the scene.
Yeah. What about boy bands though? One Direction was the whole thing.
Not for
BTS
me.
is a whole
not,
thing.
I mean, but not.
Not really.
I don't know. I mean,
Because Beatlemania was like a lot about, wasn't it like teenage girls and like,
yeah, I mean, especially, yes.
Especially,
But I think
yeah.
a lot. I mean, I think it
I mean, yeah.
crossed genders and
Yeah.
ages and stuff like that. I think, yeah.
Not the old people though.
True. Probably. I don't know. I'm just saying. So I don't know. I'm trying to, I guess, come up with an example or whatever.
Yeah.
So there, yeah, absolutely. I believe that it is very possible that some of my beliefs are not true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything? Did you want to go back to 23?
No.
Nope. Just no. Immediately no. Oh.
But I do know one belief is true.
What belief?
That I just want to hang out and be groovy.
I need to get a T-shirt that says that. Yeah.
You know, like we're talking about. We've mentioned politics, religion, music. You know, and I guess what it always boils down to for me is just I want to hang out and be groovy.
Yeah.
Your right, Sam, but mine be dandy.
I don't care what you're doing. I'm gonna do what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I do have a question for you.
What?
So in English class, I just finished reading the novella Anthem by Ayn Rand.
Yeah.
We were talking about it. Her whole philosophy is another puppy. Sorry, I get distracted by puppies. Is that her whole philosophy is objectivism, is that you live for yourself and your own happiness and only for your own happiness. And that
I'm not trying to
I can't remember the one quote, but it was that I can't remember. It was something about how your happiness is man's own goal, and that he only uses logic and reason as his only laws. And I can't remember the quote, but it was a really good quote, and I should remember it. But would you think that living just for your own happiness and living just that way is good or bad, or living for other people as well?
Is the
good?
word individualism in there somewhere? Is that okay?
Yeah. It's
I'm trying to remember
individualism versus an egoism, and there's a whole bunch of different
my high school college days.
Yeah.
Is that okay to
Like, does it
live
just
for yourself and only yourself and your happiness?
Yeah. Like you said,
Isn't
just
that-
chill out and be groovy, or do you chill out and be groovy, but also make an effort to, you know, be with, work with,
Help others?
help others? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess that's, I mean, I would say it's in there somewhere. I mean, I want to hang out with you. It's my
Yeah.
jokey, like,
Yeah.
fun little thing.
Hang out, listen to music.
But I want to hang out with others and be groovy. I want to help others. Or, like,
Yeah.
the lady came by. I'm here, help you. I mean,
Yeah.
just maybe a little, but yeah, obviously. I mean, I think that's part of it. I want to help. We're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
Another cliche, yeah. So I definitely want to be happy, and I want to, and I need to do things for myself and my family.
Yeah.
But I am also very aware that we're doing this in a society, and that yeah, there's other people that have other beliefs, and but kind of like I said too, your rights end when mine begin. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what makes me happy and do my thing, but I also don't want to, I guess, prevent anyone else from doing the same. But then also I don't want them infringing like my happiness by forcing stuff on me or something, right?
Yeah.
Is that
kind
what
of. Yeah. I don't know. So that can get a little political in
Yeah.
today's world. So try not to get too political here.
Right.
It's a safe space.
Huh?
It's a safe,
It's a
chill
safe-
space.
safe space?
This is a safe space.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
This was interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I guess I knew you explained it a little bit that it was like philosophy and stuff,
Yeah.
and yeah. So
I
this
guess I
is,
really didn't tell you a whole lot. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm just in this club.
but definitely intriguing,
Yeah.
and definitely
I know. It's very thought-provoking and very conversation-provoking, and it's interesting stuff.
and I'm proud of you
Thank you.
for,
Yeah.
yeah, you. I guess like you said, you like Harry Styles and Taylor Swift and stuff. You are a regular
also-
teen girl, but also into some of these
like,
extra
yeah.
things, and so
We're going to Riff Fest in September.
yeah,
Good. Yeah.
but also something
doing a musical.
intellectual and cool like this, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's really cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Take one of these home for mom.
sorry.
Can we take one of these home for mom?
Yeah, or take ours home and then
Or
see
take
what she
ours home
said.
and
Yeah,
show her, yeah.
show her. So
Show her what we did today.
Definitely.
Yeah. Very cool.
yep.
Alright.
So I think that's pretty neat. So yeah.
I think it's pretty interesting too because, like, yeah, we did have a lot of talk about stuff, but at the same time, it's kind of like what I mentioned before. I was a little nervous going into this because I was like, well, we agree on so much. But then we did this, and I'm like, oh wait, actually, there's a lot of stuff that you can like blanket statement, I believe in this, but then if you go deeper into it, you're like, well, there's a couple of things that I disagree with, a couple of things that I agree with.
And I guess what I want to say is it made me think about me,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah,
a little bit too. We're
That's
talking
kind of
about
the point, yeah.
general beliefs and this and that, but it's like, yeah, how do I really
yeah.
believe or feel about, to make this,
Yeah, which is partially why it's so fun to do this and then take a psychology class at the same time, is because then these two kind of go hand in hand, is that, there's a lot of theories and hypotheses out there of how psychology should be practiced and how it should be analyzed and researched upon, and is that, introspection is a big major part of, I think it's structuralism. See, I just took a quiz over this, so I should remember this. But it's that it's interesting that I'm going to be learning, the scientific way of how we form beliefs and how we form this, and how we, have our thoughts and our opinions. But then using this, I can actually do it myself, and apply it. It's how do I form my beliefs? And is it partially biology and the social, cultural aspect and the life experiences and stuff, and it's interesting to see how scientifically it all plays into that, and then you could see it in yourself, how it all plays into the biological part of it, and it's really cool. Yeah. So you're gonna be hearing a lot of that this year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's not that it really helps you get involved with your homework too much because you're always good in doing it. We check the grades and so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is.
Yeah. So now you know a little more about what I'm gonna do and what I'm gonna hopefully do the rest of my high school career and get to partake in and be part of. So the goal is just to get other people involved in it.
Yeah.
That's just the goal right now. So.
I guess that's what I said. That's why you're I'm a little proud because not many kids today probably would get into this. Even trying to think back when I was in high school, I probably wouldn't have got into it.
You were a band kid, so it's fine. I'm a band kid too, but
yeah.
Yeah, alrighty, well.
So, okay.
Yeah, thanks for.
And on that note.
Yeah, well, thanks for talking with me today. I get a little bit of practice before the club actually starts
Okay,
up.
helps.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
That was the goal.
Yeah. Not sure.
Alrighty.
So, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, that
How long was
sounded like
that?
That was great.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not sure.
You're
I'm
not
not
sure?
sure how long it was, but
I was gonna say it would take forever.
yeah, no, that was great.
How was it? Did you guys have a good time?
Yeah. It was interesting. I kind of said, how I was nervous.
47 minutes.
Oh,
jeez.
time flies. We're having fun.
Okay, that's
Right.
good though, Chris.
That's longer than activity period.
Hey! Look at that.
Which one did you mostly disagree on?
Ooh.
I think 15 is okay to accept something as true because it is comforting. Did you put disagree for that one? 15?
I put strongly disagree
I put
at
strongly
first,
agree.
and then we
Yeah.
kind of talked about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Why
I think that's a big one.
Did you guys talk about that?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't hear a lot of
Yeah. I think so. Is that,
Yeah.
talking
Oh
about
gosh,
how-
what did we talk about? So
I kind of, how you were like, you have to accept reality, but at the same time I was like, well, I grew up in the church. Well, not technically grown up yet, but I spent a lot of my childhood in the church, and I saw how with older people, how having their faith kind of really helped them through the end stages of their life. That was kind of my reasoning behind it.
So that's an example of when it's okay to believe something because it's
Right? Like a secret to like, yep. You can't talk about that one. Oh. He was so sneaky about it.
What?
I should have brought mine. I'm kind of mad I didn't. Yeah, but no, it was really interesting. Just,
yeah, so what you said it. So people think it's comforting. The end of life. That's okay to believe that because it's comforting.
Yeah.
And I guess my first thought was no, because just if it's not because if it's not true, is that what it said?
It's because it's comforting. It's okay to accept something as true because it's comforting.
Right. So it's okay to accept it as true if it's comforting. But if it's, I guess, to expand the question, if it's not true, is it comforting to still believe that? I guess that's kind of where I was coming from. Is
It's hard. It's like fun.
With your example, right? You're talking about like end of life and believing in something beyond death or whatever, right? Like, yeah, it can be comfortable, but if it's not true,
If it's not true, then it's
then
still
should you believe
comforting.
it? You know?
Yeah.
And if it's hurting someone else, is it okay to believe it? Just because it's comforting to you, is it okay?
If it's comforting for me to scare my kid with hell,
Yeah.
is that okay?
Yeah. That's
Or-
that's what happened to me. I told my mom, I was like, I think that was a little much. She was like, yeah, I think so too. I was like, I think being told that gay people exist would have been less traumatizing, but
Great.
it's wild stuff.
Yeah, 15 is tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 is tough.
I kind of fluctuate around a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
I'm mostly with him, but I think I used to be strongly disagree, and now I'm just more of a disagree, I think now. Because I can imagine certain scenarios where I think I lean that way a little bit more.
Yeah. That's the
But I think in
part.
the vast majority cases, I don't think it's acceptable, but I think there may be some edge cases, certain people in certain situations, maybe it might be okay.
What if the question was, instead of okay, admirable. Is it admirable to accept something as true because it's comforting? Or you could also say, like, would you rather be comfortable, or would you rather your map of reality to match as much as possible with reality? What's higher on the hierarchy, comfort or accuracy of the assessments that you make about the world? What do you think?
See, that's the fun part about this.
I guess I think it's better. Because what I was saying is, like, right now, like, our stage in life right now, I am comfortable and happy with our stage in life. That
Both your
I
kids
got a
still live
job.
in your house.
Kids are in high school, middle school. They're doing good. They're getting to that age. They're getting to that age where I remember that age really well. So it also makes me feel old. But high school. Like, I have so many great memories of marching band and friends in high school and stuff. And so this is a great time. In middle school too, I remember smashing green beans in a friend's book at lunch. So just stupid stuff like that. I remember I have memories from school. When they were in elementary school, it was a little different. It was
It's hard to like relate.
Yeah, I didn't. They're kids, whatever. But now
I don't even remember
older,
elementary school now, and I'm like,
yeah. But now that they're older and they're at a stage of life that I remember being at that age as well. I think that really helps kick into midlife crisis too. I think that's where it's from. It's like, I'm this old now. Wait a second. And so I'm comfortable. Now this is great. This is really comfortable. But I have to know and be aware of that there are dangers out there. That there's war. There's all this stuff going on in the world. I have to worry about money. I have to worry about keeping them safe. So I can't.
I go to college.
Right. So I can't. Yeah. See. So I guess I don't know. I was looking at it kind of that way. A little bit of is just I can't. Just because I'm comfortable right now, I can't believe that this is perfect and fine and whatever. I have to be aware of the truth and the real world of that. There's I don't know. Does that
awareness of the tendency to want to be comfortable rather than believe true things. Just knowing that can happen because of comfort. It's a good thing to be aware of.
Yeah.
How it can influence you, right?
Just accept it or believe it because it's comforting.
Nasty looks.
There's real stuff out there, real influences and other factors that, you have to be aware of.
Any other ones that stood out?
Oh, sure.
Did you change? Is there anyone that you
There were a
changed?
couple that I scribbled out, and I changed partially because, so this is the fun part about this is that usually the beginning of club we'll fill one of these out, or at the very first time, and then we'll have discussions and we'll talk about it, and then we'll do it again and see where it changed after having discussions with different people. That's we should still do that.
That was a good activity.
Yeah, that was really good. I really liked that.
Yeah, it'd be cool to do it like at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
And then do it again at the end of the year and compare your own answers.
See how they change.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
We should do that.
And would you say critical thinking instead of epistemology? You use the word term critical thinking or something in the description of your club.
Or instead of Socratic method.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was it.
So when everyone thinks of Socratic methods, they think of talking about a specific book or something, and in English class, and you're like, at least putting that, something like that in there. That's about it.
I'm so glad you guys showed up.
I know.
This is great. This is really awesome. You really made my day.
No,
That's
I'm so
cool.
glad.
I'm so glad you came.
Yeah.
Cool.
We were out in a boat, and Mom's at home studying. She's going back to college to be a teacher. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was like,
cool.
Be a teacher, not a science teacher, but and middle school level too. So so sometimes I have to get out of the house. She can have a study day and have some peace and quiet. So
definitely. A little father-daughter day. It's a beautiful day for it. There's all kinds of cool stuff downtown. There's and not just here. It's down like the.
We saw some food trucks.
I don't know if you got one of the maps or whatever, but they got some maps at right in the corner. They got little.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah. Sure. Oh, you know what? I gave it to Veronica. She's using it as a fan.
So. Well, we have an errand rep who's going to go buy makeup, right?
Oh yeah, not for me. Yeah.
So, you get a gift. Pick a color. And you can take it with you. And I'm so sorry.
It's Veronica. probably okay.
Oops. It'll be fine. Sorry, man.
It's all right. It landed closed on its
Oh yeah, there you go.
cover. So
Sorry. And I'm gonna give Nate some more of these to give out for later if you guys
Nice.
talk again. But you guys can pick one of these colors. And if you want the same color, I have more. So.
Sweet.
Blue.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take this too. I'll show it to Bappy. Bappy probably won't make it today.
She's got marching and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
she's,
fine.
She's a marching.
So it sounds like you've been around though,
kid.
but
Yeah.
I just
They
hope
had
you
the first football game last night.
at least enjoy Fort Wayne. Don't judge it too much because I've worked with people all across the country and they're like, "Where are you from? Fort Wayne. Where's that?" Like they don't even know, or it just seems to be portrayed as just a podunk little Midwest town. But I've been around the country a little bit. I've been to Europe. My wife and I lived in Fort Worth and St. Louis. So obviously I'm biased because I'm born and raised here, but from what I can tell, Fort Wayne's like the best of both worlds. Like not too big, not too small. Got a little bit of everything.
You're 2 hours from everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
It's great.
Yeah, it depends where you go in Indy. 2 hours back to Indy, a little more to Chicago. But if you go to South Bend and take the train into Chicago, easy peasy, no traffic. You just go right to downtown.
Nice.
Detroit's not that far. Columbus, Cleveland, Cincinnati.
Yep.
Yeah. Louisville's 4 hours drive.
The crossroads of America, right?
Yep.
That's right. That's us.
I used to live in Victoria, Texas. I did some high school there, and we were 2 hours from Houston, Austin, San Antonio, and then like Corpus Christi was like an hour and a half. So
Yeah.
it's it called it the crossroads too. So I can definitely relate. Yeah, it's good to be here. I like your town.
I know.
Everybody's really nice.
Pretty great. That Midwestern
hospitality, right?
hospitality, yeah.
And it's genuine too. It seems to be at least.
Yeah.
thanks for taking the time to watch this video all the way to the end. I hope you found it thought-provoking, or at least entertaining. If you appreciate the content and tone of what I'm producing, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and ringing the bell to be notified when I release a new video. Your support helps me continue creating more videos like this one. I also encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments section. Respectful discourse centered on constructive criticism goes a long way toward helping me improve. Please remember to be kind to everyone featured in the video, just as I am to be when practicing street epistemology. Stay curious and keep questioning.